And I already pulled a card, and the first card I pulled was the Wheel of Fortune card. So I'm going to speak on this a little bit, but I also wanted to share with you guys we are moving into a Wheel of Fortune year as a collective. So for 2025, 2 plus 2 plus 5 was the Hermit year, 9. This is the 10 card. We're moving into the Wheel of Fortune card. So as a collective, we are. This is a good card, guys. This is a card of good fortune. It's a card of good luck. It's a card of karma. I wanted to give a shout out to, though, to an amazing human being who just does some of the best work I've ever seen, Oracle of LA. If you're interested in learning about the Wheel of Fortune year as a collective, follow her because she's a brilliant workshop. She does personal year workshops too, which I'm going to be hopping in on that for her live call or her live reading about it this Sunday. So, anyways, if you have been doubting yourself, if you've been down on yourself, if you just feel like fate is not working out your way, this is just a reminder from spirit, like you have really got to shift your mindset. I'm a big believer and follower of Abraham Hicks, and one of their biggest things is that everything is always working out for you. And if you don't trust that, if you don't really have faith in that, then energetically, like it just can't find you, like that good luck, that good fortune, the things that you want. So whatever it is you're worrying about, like you need to put it in a box and send it to spirit. Put it in a box and put it out in the fucking ocean and let it go away. And this is really about you shifting your mindset and trying to trust in the positivity and the new change that is coming. Uh, yeah, and then literally the next card is the fucking Fool, you guys. What is this? The Zero card? Okay, so tarot, fun fact, it's literally the Fool's journey, right? Sorry, the camera's moving, you guys. Um, the Fool's journey. This is the Zero card. This is the beginning. That is what this card is about. We can go through a Fool's journey literally in a day. We can go through it in a week. We can go through it in a season. We can go through a whole Fool's journey in a year. It depends on, we're always going through these different journeys in different parts of our life, and they're always overlapping. But again, like what I was just saying before I even pulled this was like, remember the idea, like we have a new beginning coming. You don't have to wait for the new year to have a new beginning. You don't even have to wait for a new fucking morning. You can pause and decide right now, I'm going to start fresh in whatever I need to, whether it's work, the way I'm eating, me going to the gym, a relationship, my boundaries, my thoughts, whatever it is. You can literally any time of day, any second, you can decide that you're ready for a new journey. So I think that this paired with the other card that just came out is literally saying like we are literally about to start a fresh start, and so embrace it and be excited about it. And look at the next card. These are really beautiful cards, guys. The Sun. I feel like that is saying like vitality is coming, joy is coming, freedom is coming. And the thing about this card is it's not just about those things I just said. It's also about this childlike wonder and joy, and like literally like there's a kid on the card, right? Like that's because it is about that kind of like vitality that feels good in your body, right? So as you're transitioning and as you're moving forward, what are the things that make you feel like this card? Like, look at this card. Like, what this little girl, like Raven, okay, let's ignore the fact that it's a red flag. And they're riding their horse and she's joyful and there's flowers around her and the sun is shining and taking care of her and she's, full of health and wellness and joy. That energy, stepping into those things as you're moving forward, having good faith, trusting new beginnings, trusting that things are always working out for you, trusting that the people and the places and the opportunities will show up. But you have to be embracing this type of energy. You have to try your absolute best to remain positive about things. Listen, I know it's hard. I've been in a slump myself, and it's like I like argue with myself about my mindset, and really like you can't when we're down and out, it's not a good place to kind of like try to manifest or pull something out. But the most important thing to do is to care about how you feel. And so in that moment when you find yourself being down or talking negative about yourself, really just like switching the flip and just pausing and saying, you know what, I'm just going to say something really nice. I'm going to say something really positive about myself. I'm going to give myself some self-love. It's kind of like the snapping the rubber band on your arm. Whenever you're like doing something you don't want to do, whenever you're having these negative thoughts come about and just like your self-doubts, literally spirit is saying like pause and like remind yourself that I'm a loving person, I deserve to be happy, I'm grateful for the sun shining, whatever it is. Just pause in those moments of doubt and say something that is the opposite energy, right? And then this Nine of Cups, this is a card of contentment. It's a card of peacefulness. They're happy, they're stable, they feel good. I feel like that is just also talking about like when we're doing these things I'm speaking about, we're moving in this Wheel of Fortune year, we're having these new beginnings. Like you're going to start getting that kind of good energy coming forward. Oh, I pulled the Sun again. Let's get another card. So we're getting a lot of major arcana cards. So we also got the Strength card, right? So again, be strong, step forward. The thing I love about this card is she doesn't just she doesn't tame the lion with toxic traits or being, overly, what's the word? How do I want to say this? Like, we think of, okay, lots of times we hear the trait like toxic masculinity, and people think masculinity in general is toxic. That is not what that is about, right? So there are healthy masculine traits, and then there are toxic masculine traits. So being overbearing, being too competitive, being mean, like aggressive in like these negative ways, those are unhealthy masculine traits, right? This card is a perfect mix of this divine goddess feminine energy that has harnessed her healthy masculine traits, and she is using that energy to tame the lion, right? It's not through aggression, it's not through fear mongering, it's not any of that. It's like her beauty and grace and her knowing and understanding of who she is. That is what is allowing her to really be strong and step forward, and literally also reminded that like you have this lion energy by your side, you have spirit by your side, you have this like protective force, you have your ancestors, you have angels, you have all of these people around you that are there that are wanting to help keep you strong and protect you, and you just have to make sure that you are calling on them and inviting them in. Hello from Nepal. And one more card, maybe another one after this. The Hanged Man, we're getting a lot of major arcana cards, and I feel like it's just there's a big shift right now with the solstice and moving into the new 2026 year. Personally, I celebrate the new year with the end of Pisces season, the beginning of Aries season in the spring for me, but it doesn't mean that we aren't switching energies with moving into the collective calendar year of 2026, right? So this is a card about not just like pausing and surrendering, but this is a card about changing a perspective. So again, it feels like we have been stuck in these ways and these patterns and these thought processes of some negative thinking and not understanding and knowing that things are always working out for you. And it is time for like a big shift in perspective and perspective change, right? Like you have to really get into the more positive mindset, and when we start, I dropped a plate today and I broke something. And did I allow it to ruin my day? Did I allow it to piss me off? Did I say, oh God, it's going to be one of those days? Absolutely not. I picked that shit up, I threw it away, I made a new breakfast, and I went on with my day, and it was fine, right? You cannot sit in the negative energy. There's a lot of that coming up. And last card, yet another major arcana, and this is a reminder that justice will be served. This is a card about balance. It's a card about fairness. I am a big believer that as long as you do what is right in your heart and do what is right with whatever God or gods or energy or spirit that you believe with and you align with, and then again you just trust that things are always working out for you, your karma and your beliefs in that and how you treat other people, like that is a relationship between you and spirit, and nobody else can tell you what is right or wrong for you. And I think having trust in yourself and trust in like those laws of the universe is also very supporting. And I always go back to that for myself, and I just remember like I have a good heart, I know my intention, I know the way that I love, and I know the way that I take care of other people, so I trust that those energies will always come back to me. So I hope that some of these messages resonated for you and that you enjoying the holiday season. And if you have any questions or anything, just give me a little comment and I will make sure to respond.